It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha's Emor. The question of the week is, how do you inspire others to overcome challenges? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha's Emor, as you see, the name of the portion is called Emor. Emor means to speak. The Torah begins, and God tells Moshe Rabbeinu, Emor, to speak to the priests, the sons of Aaron. And then it says, V'amarta aleim, you should tell them again. And all the commentaries ask, why does it say twice, Emor v'amarta? And the commentaries teach us that here the Torah is teaching us how important it is to speak. Speak what? Positively. Not only positively when it's positive, but as the Rambam explains, that a person, and especially a scholar, is obligated to speak always in the schus, in the benefit of every individual, and never to talk about his negativity or his defaults. So the Rambam says we have an obligation to speak positively about everybody, and even when a person is going through a challenge, so the question is, if someone's going through a challenging time, what's the positivity you're going to talk about him? And the Rebbe explains the positivity is to tell the person as follows, that the reason why you're going through a challenge, not because you're going through a challenge, because God knows that you have the power to overcome the challenge, and by telling the person that God gave you the power to overcome the challenge, that inspires and empowers the person to get out of his challenge. And when people see that, it gives them the strength that when they're going through a challenge, they're realizing the challenge is not because God wants them, God forbid, to fall and to fail, but on the contrary, God wants to bring out tremendous powers that they have within them. And that is what the Torah tells us, Emor v'amarta, that our job is to speak and speak words of positivity and encouragement to inspire people to always do the right thing. And sometimes doing the right thing is to overcome the challenge, and the challenge was a gift from God so that they could overcome any difficulty they're going through. So to answer the question, how can you inspire others to overcome a challenge they have? Just by telling them, as it says in the Rambam, that the reason why you have the challenge, because you are special, you're unique. The other person doesn't have the challenge because he's not going to be able to withstand it. You, God knows that you'll be able to overcome the challenge, and that's why he gave you this challenge. So it's actually a positive thing that you're telling the person that you're going through, and that will hopefully inspire them to overcome the challenge they have and get back on track and be greater than they were before. This week's Torah lesson was dedicated to the memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated by this Torah we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information about Chabad, please see our website.